After World War II, Berlin had been divided into four areas. The agreement was made that the eastern segment of Berlin was to be controlled by the Soviet Union, and the western was to be controlled by the United States, Britain, and France. Each ally should have free access to all the other sections. The problem was most people wanted to leave East Berlin. People were leaving at an alarming rate. Between 1949 and 1961, about 2.5 million East Germans had fled from East to West Germany, and the numbers were rising. This loss threatened to destroy the economic capabilities of the East German state. Something had to be done. Overnight on August 12, 1961, the Berlin Wall was built. Berliners were shocked when they woke up August 13th. The border, which had lost some 60,000 East Germans to commit daily to West Berlin, was gone. Whichever side of the border you had gone to sleep on August 12th was where you were stuck for the next 28 years. Harry Dearling was stuck. He lived in East Germany with his wife, Ingrid, and their four sons. He was an engineer for the German National Railway and made a decent living, but East Germany was not what he wanted for his family. Harry had studied the railroad's maps and found that there was a little village next to Berlin where a small commuter line operated by the wall. He made 4 trips to that spot and found that there were no barricades there. He also found the switches there had never been blocked. Harry then persuaded his boss to let him do an extra commuter route to improve his engineering skills on December 5th. Harry's plans were set. He only told his coal-stoker, his family, and closest friends about his escape plans, asking them to join in. He told them to be at the rail yard that evening by 7:33 to board the last train to freedom. The locomotive onto the stretch of disused track. At 8:50 he drove past the station, catching the guards by surprise. Not a shot was fired as the locomotive rumbled across the border. He even disconnected the brake lines so no one aboard could stop his escape. Of the 32 passengers who were on board, only 7 returned to East Berlin. The train was towed back across the border. The tracks were torn up and the barrier was put in their place. He had just turned 28 the night of his escape, and it was the best birthday gift ever. By the time of the Revolution of 1989, he would have been 56. The fall of communism in 1989 was a turning point in history. When the Soviet Empire in Eastern Europe collapsed, the Berlin Wall came crumbling down with it. For the German people, the fall of the Berlin Wall meant the end of the division of their nation. It was the end of travel restrictions that had divided friendships, families, and even marriages. The Berlin Wall had been a cruel barrier that caused great suffering.